this might be the first time you hearing the news today. But I have my own show. I have my own show coming out on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Dating Download. It premieres July 29th. Oh my God, I can't believe Oprah Winfrey's my boss. I'm filled with so much joy, so much gratitude, so much love, and I love each and every one of you beyond words.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
I want to first say congratulations to Kendra G, black man or black woman. I love, how can I say this? Anytime I see one of us leveling up, no matter how I feel about your content, if it worked for you, cool. But with that being said, there's always going to be a caveat with me, man, because if you follow anything that I do over here, I've expressly said that to me, even though she is pretty good at what she does, she's a Kevin Samuels clone. Now, I'm allegedly giving my thoughts and opinions on this because I don't want nobody trying to bite my head off and make it seem like I'm attacking. I'm not doing that. I got a couple things that I want to chop it up with y'all about. This is monumental, but I find like a lot of red flags to always come wrapped in the most beautiful presentations. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go down the rabbit hole, though. Let's chop it up.
I had some information on her during our last tour, and I graced her. I gave her grace. I didn't want to put it out while she was with the scammer, you know? So I took it on tour. And so I saw her and Truth Hurts on the Essence stage. I'm not going to tell you what the comments were. It was a great thing. People from social media, even though she comes from radio, made the Essence stage. But, you know, I just wish that Essence would just do a little bit more homework before they start putting these people in y'all face, because it says 1 million on Instagram. But when you look at the views, or the truth behind the views, like, it just doesn't make any sense. When I saw him and Kendra on stage, I said, oh, okay, this is interesting. Jasmine, you got the clip?
But that could be a challenge too, because we're getting women that literally do make $300,000, literally does have her own home. So now I've got some requirements for men, and if you go to the man, sometimes that man that matches her goals doesn't always select her as a man.
There's a lot of women that have their own home. It's a chance to
all right, we can't even hear. Okay, so they were on stage both giving relationship advice. I tell you, social media loves a good lie. It's like the bigger the lie, the more they support it. That to me is mind-boggling. But, you know, I just mind my own business, you know, when I want to. But this here, I'm like, first of all, Truth Hurts doesn't lead anyone. His wife does, okay? And his wife is the foundation of that home, and she pays for him and his lifestyle, as well as the hoes that he spends money on. You know, we actually have an interview. Jasmine, did we just run that trailer? Yeah, the side chick. I ain't even put her name out. I ain't even put the chick name out. He said, when he said life was stupendous, I said, and the irony of you sitting up trying to give women advice on how they should be for men when you out here still cheating. That ain't no allegedly, y'all. This is no different than Fresh and Fit being on the Essence stage, okay? And then Kendra G, first of all, she lies about her hair because she ain't got no hair, no edges. And then she lies about men and how she gets men. And I'm like, Kendra has been single her entire life. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, they ain't put her on there just because for the simple fact, of the doctor controversy. But had that doctor controversy never came out, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant would have been on that stage. As the program festival organizers, they look at the IG numbers and they say, oh, they got 1 million, so they'll sell tickets. I don't know a person in their right mind that's going to take relationship advice from either one of these grifters. Now, Oprah.
Hey, you said it. I didn't, but I was getting ready to. See, I don't have an issue with people giving out advice of any sort. Most people respect the doctorate, the degree. Some of us just are good with sharing our own personal experiences, and we have that anointing. I don't necessarily believe that you have to have a degree to be able to talk life with people. Half of us relate to the content that we relate to because we've experienced or we've gone through similar situations with the person that we are engaging with on YouTube, Twitter, whatever app you're using. So I don't have nothing against Kendra G or any of them speaking on certain stuff. What I always had an issue with is a person giving you bits and pieces of realities to retrofit their own monetary gain. So in other words, like she said, grifting, panhandling. That's what most of them make their lifestyles off of. Preying on weak and innocent minds, or folks that are broken, battered, and bruised, and they rely on like social media to raise them, to navigate them through the world instead of going to the Most High, going to the Bible, going to the Word, praying, meditating, fellowshipping with folks who's not going to be yes men and tell you the raw and honest truth and not try to sugarcoat shit for you.
Done gave Kendra G a show to teach y'all how to get a man, but she ain't got no man yet. The same way she put our Yanya to fix y'all families, and our Yanya's son out here was sleeping with Pinky while being married, working on her show and her set, and she knew about it. Y'all just like being lied to. Every woman got that one wig. Stop.
While I don't always agree with Tasha K, I will say this. The market is open season on insecurities. Period. Just call it what you want. You can get away with anything. And the people won't even realize that they're being manipulated the whole time when you put makeup and weave and hair on a display, and then you have commercials that tell you that it's okay to pretty much cosplay as somebody else, and you're putting dead men's faces and dead women's hair on your head. There is definitely a problem when you tell people that the only way to have a happy home is to have a multi-millionaire for a husband, and then there's nothing else that comes with that. Yeah, there's a problem. The Kendra G has an app. Kendra G has done reasonably well with marketing and advertising herself as a guru, even though she admits that she's not married, she's not in no relationships or nothing like that, but she still tries to play matchmaker. This next clip is from someone who took a stab at using her dating app, and she had a difference of opinion.
So I've been really thinking about getting back into the dating scene, like really dating to find my special somebody. But like the more and more I think about it, the more and more I don't want to do it. So I watched this live dating show called Kendra G Singles, and it comes on Instagram. She does a live on YouTube, and she does a live on, like, I think still Facebook and maybe TikTok sometimes, but it could be weird on TikTok. So, but I watch it. I thoroughly enjoy it. But I say I don't even click the button because I'm like, I'm not ready. Once you click the button, then that opens up you to getting messages from, however many people possibly. And baby, sometimes I only like the messages that I get from the people that I already know. So I'm like, I'm not ready. But Kendra offers this dating app. So I signed up for the dating app and I went on there and I was like, okay, kind of get my feet wet. At least when I do decide I'm gonna go on the show, because she always asks you in, are you on the app? So, I will have a profile up there. But it was also giving me an opportunity to start having conversations with gentlemen. But this is what I have run into. So let's take a look. Let's play a little game. How many times can you spot the same person that looked? There's David. David 36. Okay. Nickel 40. Oh, there's David. Okay, but his name is John. John 44, but that's David. But we're gonna keep on rolling. Mr. Fresh. Mr. Fresh looks like somebody else. Did I just see? Oh, Nickel. And Mr. Fresh look alike. Yeah, okay, well, maybe it's coincidence. Maybe they just Jeffrey 44 looks like Mr. Fresh and Nickel. But I digress. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just look similar. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can find anybody else. Now this one right here. This one threw me for a loop because I was like, Johnson, 42. No, he messaged me. His name was Anderson. And then I do my research. And I was like, oh, he's also Johnson Smith, 43. And then he was also Michael Smith, 40. And he's also Johnson Smith, 42. Oh my God, Michael Smith, 38. Baby, I had enough. Go back to the video. Why is she in here? Oh, you know what? Go ahead. Let's just see if I can see anybody else that may have possibly looked like Adams 40. Now that one sounds familiar. I think he was in the messages. But at the same time, it seems like there was an addition. Oh, there he is, Adams 42. Okay, so he's Adams 40, Adams 42. And then is there any more? Will there be another? Oh, Jeff 43 and Adams 42. This is crazy, man. How? Huh? How am I supposed to believe? I mean, I got to believe. Now back to John. Okay. We know John is David and David is John. But anyway, there's some tweaking. There is some tweaking that needs to be tweaked over there on the app, because I thought you had to take a picture to prove your identity. So how are these people stealing the identity? I don't have time. I'm trying to find a soulmate, not a pen pal. Now I'm already a suspicious person by nature. Okay? I don't be believing everything people just be saying. I had this one real attractive, real nice beard. I was like, okay. But they said he said he was in Augusta. That's where he said he lived. He lived in Augusta. But for like the last 4 days, that app tells you how far you are from the person. And for the last 4 days, it's been saying you were like 21 miles away from me. And Augusta ain't no damn 21 miles. Just thought of one other thing. He said he ain't got no social media. He asked me for my phone number, and I was like, maybe you got my Instagram. He's like, I don't have an Instagram. I don't have any social media. But you want my phone number.
I'm just going to put it this way. Do your own research. If you're genuinely looking for something, do your own research. Because there was another comment that was in that video where they basically said the app continuously was charging their account without their consent, and they ended up eventually unsubscribing. That might not be everybody's experience on there. And I highly doubt that Kendra G is completely involved in all the technicalities to come with using that app and that site. Yeah, she's probably hands-on with certain stuff, but I would definitely be a little more careful with that. Most of the time that I've seen her clips or her shows is filled with drama and ratchetness. Now, she said that she's had some success on there. I don't know the numbers on that, but based off of her experience and a few others that I've heard, I wouldn't mess around with it. But the part that I thought was interesting was as many mixed reactions as we have about the app, Oprah still decided that she was going to invest in her and give her her own platform to reach a broader audience. So I guess to me, the bigger question is, what does this do next for society right now in modern dating? Is this going to be a better look or a worse one? because I don't trust Oprah either. Her name has been in some real scrupulous conversations, and y'all know she has an audience, a way broader audience. So you put her in the mix with Kendra G, who to me is a copycat of Kevin Samuels, but she just does it in a different way. You got a cocktail for disaster. But that's just my 2 cents. I hate to be the bearer of bad news or to come off like I'm hating, but you put people with power over another person who has the same type of ideologies as you, which is the goal is to continue to decensor men, separate men from women, make it about money, nothing else. Bridge the gap between toxicity and traditional values, blend it all in the same melting pot, and then repackage it as something that's supposed to be healthy when we know damn well none of what they got going on is healthy. Might sound like I'm rambling, but I know what I said. It makes sense to me, damn it. But hey, look, congratulations to her. I hope it work out for her, but I don't know, man. Y'all be careful with this shit. Be careful with this shit.